Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you've all been enjoying the continuation of Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to showcase Mardu Sacrifice. And this isn't a tier 1 archetype. This one's just one that I've been kind of keeping my eye on because the Oniko Anvil is a really fun space, right? Being able to create artifacts and then sacrifice them and get value off of it. So the whole deck is kind of centered around this card. And typically we usually see a Rakdos space, and so we're bringing in white so that we can play with Novice Inspector and really War Leader's Call. So every time that one of these little 1/1s is entering the battlefield off of the anvil, then it pings the opponent for 1. Not only that, but they're also 2/2s because of the +1/+1 effect. And then if we have the Oger Axonal Deepest Might in play, then it deals damage equal to Oger Axonal's power instead. So each time it would ping for 4. So kind of an interesting space. And then we've also got the Lightning Helix, which gives us some stabilization against mono red. We've got the early artifact production off of the Blood token or the Clue token from Novice Inspector. Mishra's Research Desk allows us to trigger the Anvil, because the Anvil triggers anytime an artifact leaves the battlefield. So if you're doing the Research Desk for Dig, they can also trigger the Anvil. And then we've got 4 copies of the Legion Extruder, which is one that we got in Outlaws of Thunder Junction, one of the big scores, I believe. And when it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target, and then you can sacrifice it, tap 2 and tap it to sacrifice another artifact to create a 3/3 colorless golem artifact creature token, which I think has some synergies with the Anvil. Then we're running 4 copies of Destroy Evil as a way to kind of give us some enchantment hate and large creature hate, and then just a bunch of fixing for the Mardu space. So this list was created by Vanargand, went 59% into Mythic, and I did make some slight variations, so very few. I decided to take out the 4 copies of the Sundown Pass and put in 4 copies of the Inspiring Vantage, because with this low curve, I do think it's better that we have the fast lands rather than the slow lands. Looking at the stats, it does look like it's weak to mono red, but good against Boros Convoke, and I've been experiencing a lot of Boros Convoke on the ladder. So with that, I'm going to showcase a couple of games to give you an idea of how the deck feels, and enjoy! Okay, so we've got the Inspiring Vantages, which allow us to play the Novice Inspector instead of them being tap lands. And then we've got, so it looks like Novice Inspector into Novice Inspector and Mishra's Research Desk. Seems okay. And looks like we're up against Temur Landfall. So this deck is using these sack lands to gain life and pair off of the Aftermath Analyst to trigger a ton of landfalls in one go. So yeah, Shigeki is a common turn 2 play. And we have the Oniko Anvil, but we don't have black mana. Now, I could Lightning Helix the Shigeki, and I think I will, because this deck, Shigeki is a problem. And really, doing this doesn't really help improve my situation. So, just get Shigeki off the board here. And hopefully we hit one more land so that we can go into the War Leader's Call. We are running 24 lands, so we should hit land 3. If we don't, it's a little unlucky. So we can Mishra's Research Desk. End of your next turn, we play that card. So we can Mishra's Research Desk and pop it to try to find a land. I'd rather have the Anvil in play for that, but it's not happening. And it looks like we have a Fires of Victory pause here. Some pause for green and a red. Okay, so Battlefield Forge or just another Inspiring Vantage. This allows me to hit the 3rd land, so that next turn we can do the War Leader's Call. So far, we're looking like we're a Boros deck that's running, or Boros Convoke deck that's running the Lightning Helixes. So we'll see. War Leader's Call here should be pretty good pressure. And still no black mana. And run this out, though. Next turn, they're likely to do the ill-timed explosion. Wipe the board. So the question is whether or not we're going to be able to apply enough pressure before we're in trouble. Fire's a victory, okay. That's fine, you know. If it was going to die into the Wrath anyway, then that's kind of a waste. And they didn't Wrath. My kingdom... Okay, so we could also do the Mishra's Research Desk and dig. I still want to do this after I got the Anvil in play, and stacking up the War Leader's Calls here is going to be fine. We could have a counterspell, I suppose. Huh? Okay. Didn't have the double blue for 3 steps ahead. We have 9 direct damage burn. That's nice. 6 mana though is when they can start doing the Aftermath Analyst at without me being able to respond. So if I attack here, they block the 3/4. So it's the same as like hitting with the Lightning Helix, except for if I Lightning Helix and they sacrifice in response, then I don't gain the 3 life. So I think we can just let that go. And I could do the Voldaren Epicure. I'd rather ditch a land, I think, to the Epicure, so I think I'm just going to do the Desk and dig this turn. Although Voldaren Epicure would ping them for the 2 damage. Come on, black mana. There we go. A little awkward. But, anytime you're in the 3-color space, you're going to lose some games to inconsistency. And we don't have that many turns after they get the Aftermath Analyst off. So let's see how good of a hit it was. Hit 3. That's pretty good. But now we start to do the Anvil plus the War Leader's Call, which is really what this deck is all about. And if they slam like a Virtue of Strength here, we're probably dead the following turn. So might not be winning our first match. We're going to start pinging them for a fair amount of damage. So if I play the Anvil and the Epicure, I can then sacrifice one of the mini artifacts with the Anvil. Can do that at instant speed. So what I want to do is trying to think about maximizing the amount of pings. And so I definitely think we start with the Anvil. Please don't have another counterspell. Dang it! Oh, okay, punished. That's too bad. We still got a fair amount of direct burn, though. So I think I'm just going to go for the ping for 3, ping for 3. I guess I could spread it out if I wanted to increase the... like, make the Wrath less effective. Probably should have swung first, too. I'm so sad about the Anvil, though. So what we could have done is we could have played the Epicure, sacked a blood token, creates the 1/1, and then we could use the Anvil to then tap and sacrifice a token to then ping them again. So we just get a ton of pings. We might still be okay though. If we draw a red or a white source, we can do double Lightning Helix. And they didn't hit their... They didn't hit the Virtue of Loyalty, or Virtue of Strength, so we're not dead yet. Shigeki... We've got the Shigeki loop with the Colossal Sky Turtle, but no World Soul's Rage yet. We're at 12 mana. So they can hit me for 10? Oh, shoot. Oh, man. So somebody was asking me, like, how Doppelgang is a win condition. This is a pretty good example. Man, wait. If they had done one more... they needed one more untapped source to just have lethal out, right? Like, either by playing the Shigeki or just by doing X equals one more. Let's see, I can block 3, so I'm going to take 12 damage next turn. So even with the +6 here, I don't think I can live. And it's also -5. Is there anything in the deck that I can draw that would save me here? I guess I could top deck Ogre, which would ping for 4. That's not enough. Double Lightning Helix doesn't do it, right? Let's see. I'm to 6, and then I would take 12, and I would be dead. I think either way I can start here with discarding a Lightning Helix, just to see what my other options are. Battlefield Forge. Okay, well that's not going to do it. Alright. Maybe they don't swing at me. Okay, that's going to gain them a bunch of life. We could just scoop it here, really. So I can gain 5 and go to 7. This puts me out of range of the pings. Barely. And they just play another Shigeki and swing all, right? I mean... Yeah. GG. Would we have been able to come up with 6 damage against the with the anvil? I don't think so. All right, now we've got all 3 colors of land. That's good. We can get the research desk into play, and then Legion Extruder into play as well. Sack the research desk for a 3/3 after playing the War Leader's Call. I think that's the sort of line I'm looking at here. We'll start off here playing the Mishra's research desk. See, I can play this and still not take any damage. Leave Mirrex the turn that we play the War Leader's Call, because then we can get around the 1 damage. I don't think it's that important. And let's see, are we up against Mono Black? Okay, Deep Cavern Bat means one of our War Leader's Calls is gone. Guess that would have been the upside to doing the Voldaren Epicure. Oh, what? That can't be right. I guess I've got the Legion Extruder to hit the bat, too, if I wanted to. I could do Legion Extruder and play the Voldaren Epicure. I think I'd rather do that next turn, although it does let them get in for some damage. I think I just want to get my War Leader's calls down. But every point of damage can matter in a deck like this, and so like the one lifelink might be relevant to kill with the Legion Extruder, especially if they play another Deep Cavern Bat. Okay, they've got Preacher. Very good. So Preacher is best when the life total is tied. Voldaren Epicure would put them behind, so they wouldn't draw a card. That might be worth doing over playing the War Leader's Call. I could also just play the other War Leader's Call and then try to make it back. There's a couple of different options here. 3/3 doesn't line up well against Preacher, though. I'm going to go with just playing out another War Leader's Call. I definitely could be wrong. Alright, Caustic Bronco we can kill with Lightning Helix, or with the Legion Extruder. Right now we are kind of stuck on land. This will be nice, because then this pings for 4 with the War Leader's Call. I guess I'm going to try to block the Bronco and go with tap the Colorless, so we can play the Voldaren Epicure. We will have to take a damage, but then I can use the Voldaren Epicure to block the Caustic Bronco. Guess I could pop the desk and try to find an untapped land. And then also play the Epicure, but if we whiff, I won't have a blocker for the Bronco. This could also just die. Alright. Yeah, there's the go from the throat. Okay. So we kind of have to hope that they don't hit something just awful with the Caustic Bronco. Shieldred's not great. They didn't want to saddle, though. I would have saddled the Bronco, I think. Shieldred. Alright, so Ogre, if we play Ogre, it deals 8 damage to them. Am I just dead? It's getting pretty damn close, right? So we've got Ogre. I'm just thinking that if I play Ogre and they have removal, I'm just dead. Whereas if I do Lightning Helix, maybe I can survive a round because they hit for 8, and I'd be at 3. This dies to just single removal, right? Okay, I think I'm going to go for 1 round. So Legion Extruder can sacrifice an artifact to create a 3/3 artifact. As long as I tap the colorless... Oh, I take 1 damage off the Lightning Helix this way. Okay, am I just dead then? Wait, that has summoning sickness, right? Oh, they're going to use it to saddle the Bronco? Saddle 3, so they tap here and here. Okay. So this is going to deal damage to me, but I feel like we can't let the Bronco attack. And then I can chump block with a 3/3. Oh, they can cut it down. They're going to kill their own dude, so I don't gain the 3 life. Nice. Okay, I don't think I'm dead yet, though. That was a good, that was a good move. I like it. Oh. Okay. We can just take the damage here. And then research desk lets me dig more, right? Oh no. This one has to be specifically triggered. I think there's actually a better artifact we could be running that works with being sacked by a different outlet. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Alright, well let's Legion Extruder our blood token. Wait, did I need to save that for here? No, damn. We're close. I just can't quite figure it out. Alright, well, the 3. Oh, damn it. You know what I should have done is made the 5/5 to block the 2/4 to get it off the board. Oops. Can we go to 1? Let's see. If we block here and block here, remove this, create another one. I really needed this in play already. Do this now so they can't cut down their own Bronco. Alright. So I messed up. Should have blocked the 2/4. Then we would have had to do this. They wouldn't have been able to attack. So they could attack with the Mishra's Foundry. I could have saved the Lightning Helix so that they saddle the Bronco again. But I think if they had an answer to the 3 life, I was dead to the Shieldred. So I think that was okay. Okay, Virtue of Persistence doesn't do anything this turn. They attack both. I think attacking both makes sense. Although it's kind of risky because I can trade both things on the board. The thing is they get it back, which is why they're doing it. So I'm going to Legion Extruder the Mishra's desk here. Or should it be another Legion Extruder? I think I'm going to do the other Legion Extruder. I guess this gives me 2. I don't know which one's right here. Or I block 1 And then Oger pings for 8. They go to 6. I don't think I can block 1 then. Okay, we've almost got the engine in place where we can do a crazy amount of damage to them all at once. So now I gotta be really careful though, because they're gonna bring back Shieldred and then I only get so many times to do it. Sacrifice an artifact, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Creates the 1/1. So if I have Anvil in play, each time I sacrifice an artifact, it deals 12 damage. So I think I go for playing this out. Deals 1 damage to me. And then is this sorcery? No. Alright. So they get to bring back Shieldred. Oh shoot, Mishra. Okay, so yeah, we can block the Mishra's Foundry. This is a tight game. Wait, they're bringing back Preacher. They must have a Shieldred in hand. Okay, so there's the Shieldred. So I get 1 look at this, and I'm not sure I can quite do it. Maybe I get 2. Lily's gonna make me discard my last card. Ah, no, dang it. Okay.
Let's make this quick.
That's too bad. None of this draws, right? I don't think so. Okay. Touché. Touché, opponent.
Drop it.
Wow, they had removal for it anyway. Damn it, I missed out. Okay, so I should have done that on my turn, because then it does the pings. And then this turn I could use the anvil to then kill the golem, right? Oh, and it's also only triggers during your turn. Okay, I doubly punted. Mistakes were made. Could do this, but then I don't have it. Okay, I screwed up. Destroy Evil's good. It gets rid of the Shieldred. The problem is that the Virtue of Persistence brings it back. We can hold it for destroying it on the next upkeep. If I destroy Evil on Shieldred and block the Preacher, it could work. Damn it! I think there was a winning line here, and I just screwed it up. Because if these were all pinging for 4 a turn, 3 a turn. Ah, this deck's okay. This is tricky. So Mishra's Research Desk, I need 1 more mana for it to be useful. So I can block and sack here. And then I've got Destroy Evil for Shieldred. Somebody who was better at this deck, I think this was a winnable game. Oh, that pings me. That's great. Okay. Sure. Guess I could have destroyed evil before they got the draw, so that they had 2 less life. Could continue to do this. I'm hoping that they're gonna Lily of the Veil, and then in response I do destroy evil to Shieldred. Mistakes were made. Each player discards a card. That's when we do this. I don't take any damage from it either way, right? I forgot this only triggers on your turn. So last time I should have done the Legion Extruder and pinged it so I had the 3/3 loop going already.
Don't overthink things.
Oh shoot, am I just dead then? Right. Legion Extruder can sacrifice another artifact, so I can sacrifice the anvil to not be dead here? But then I lose my engine. Not quite ideal. But at least it blocks both. Honestly, without them, if they hadn't made me discard... I think we actually had them here, right? Because all of those little 1 pings would be 12 damage a turn. And now the engine's dead. So, pretty sure this is going to be close to game, because, let's see. Sacrifice this, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. Alright, how do we do this? 3. Do I need to keep the white up, maybe? Then I would be taking damage. Oh, what I should do is I probably should play the mountain, tap the Mirix, and that keeps me with the most amount of colors available. What do we get? Okay, that prevents them getting the Shieldred back. I think I gotta attack Lily here. Because, like, if I just hold this back, they make me sacrifice. They get in for 1 anyway.
Watch it.
So, like, I'm going to 1 regardless, right?
This was boring. Fine. I know when I'm not. One of your friends has to leave.
And Mirix would let me create the artifacts. But there's just not enough mana to tap this for 4 and tap this for 2. She's not quite there.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. I'm tired of your secrets.
And we almost got through this, though. Dang. Alright. Almost got to the combo. Okay, we're going first. We've got Epicure into Legion Extruder. Let's see if that's enough. 4 lands. So So if we do draw some more lands, we can just soak these on. It gives us an option if we're flooding out. And okay, we'll play the Inspiring Vantage because that's tapped after 3. Don't think there's any. We could loot away. We could pop the blood token, but I think this deck is pretty hungry for artifacts. I know that this deck is pretty weak against mono red, so I don't have good feelings about this matchup. Oh, that's pretty sweet for us because that lines up with the extruder really well. And we are flooding. Okay. Merrick's feels like it's better against the longer matchups. I guess what we could do here is play, like, ditch the Merrick's, play another Legion Extruder, but then I don't have... But then I run out of artifacts. Alright. Let's play this out. Get rid of their prowess guy. If I extruder and extruder next turn, I don't think it's going to be enough. And if I double Sokens on, it doesn't feel like it's enough. I guess if we draw into the Novice Inspector, it could be okay. I don't have to make the decision yet. We can do it at the end of their turn. But if they like Slickshot Show Off here and start hitting me for 8 damage or whatever, it's not going to be great. Okay. So if I'd kept back the Epicure, I could have blocked the 1/1. Yeah. That is a lot of land. Okay, well, that's not great. I think we're just dead this turn. Okay. Their last card's Monstrous Rage, right? For the real beating. They do have some sort of instant. I guess I could have blocked and sacrificed because they don't have trample right now. But I feel like I trade here. I feel like I trade here. And then I feel like I go for eating the 1/2 as opposed to putting it on the 2/3 because they have a spell. So I think this is the best I can do. And like Monstrous Rage on this is basically toast. Like we're done. Okay. We got 1/3/3 left. I'm at 4 life. Destroy Evil destroys a creature with toughness 4 or greater, so if they trigger a prowess, that works there. I guess I hold up the Destroy Evil and maybe Sokenzons. See if we can stabilize. Okay, land draw was good there. Alright, so end of turn we can do the Merrick's thing. One more land lets me do the Merrick's and create a 3/3 from that Merrick's. We don't need to do that, though. I don't think the Sokenzon's actually going to be useful as a 1/1 because we don't have the War Leader's Call. So I think I'm going to play out the Sokenzan. See, if I play the Epicure and here, that's 3, 4, 5. I guess I could hold both. But with this engine being 4 mana or 6 mana to do total, I think I do want to get that online. Now, can we start pressuring our opponent? Because I have another 3/3 I can make. We have this to remove here. If they have a trick, this could block here as well. I feel like we can start pressuring in with the 3/3. It might be a little bit early, though. We are very close to dead. But I feel like I need to pressure them before they find burn. Alright. Here we go. Oh, another land off the top is good for us. And hey, we stabilized. They flooded out, though. We flooded out. Apparently flood goes to not mono red. Who knew? Okay, we got the Mardu special, and we've got Novice Inspector and Voldaren Epicure, the Anvil and War Leader's Call. Alright, let's see if we can hit the combo. This looks good. If I start out with the Forge and play the Voldaren Epicure, I can play the Anvil on 2. And then play this on 3 to get the War Leader's Call. I think that's probably how I'll do it. We could play the Novice Inspector instead of the Voldaren Epicure. But with the white source that doesn't hurt me and the red source that does... Is that a... Yeah, I can't... Novice Inspector's got a bigger booty. Sticking with the original plan. You have a counterspell? Are they going to counter... every time that I play the Anvil, is it going to get counterspelled? I think if they counterspell it, it's okay. I could also Novice Inspector or just the Legion Extruder. Since the Anvil's kind of the repetitive loop, it's probably right to play the Legion Extruder for the counterspell. And then do the Anvil after I get the War Leader's Call down. Could go for the Anvil, though. I think this looks mysterious enough that they'll probably counterspell it. Alright, negate. That's fair. Now, do they have another counterspell? And they're just going to take my War Leader's Call. I could play the Novice Inspector. Try to play around the counterspell. I could Oniko Anvil, and then if they have an answer for it, I could play the Novice Inspector. So many different options. I could play the Mishra's Research Desk. And try to dig. This is relatively certainly going to be countered, right? I think they get one more round of counters. I think this is the most important thing to try to get down, so I think I'm going to go with the Novice Inspector and then the Anvil. I could also just pop a clue token. I'd rather do this after I have the Anvil in play. they have 3 counter spells, then that's just that, right? Ah, they let it happen. I think I'll go for doing the anvil ping here. Oh, is the anvil dead? Okay. That's fair. It was also going to die to temporary lockdown. War Leader's Call is probably my strongest card against them. Maybe I can get that down. It didn't hit land 4, that's good for me. We could do this turn as dig, because the Mishra's, though, like, War Leader's Call is not doing much. Is there ever a turn that they're going to be tapped out? Because I think I play this, it just gets countered. Shouldn't have played Takenuma if I'm going to dig with the research desk. Time to make the Azorius controller the one that's waiting. Alright, okay, let's attack first here. There was a pause there. Let's see, my least likely thing to hit is black, because it would be an anvil. I could play the anvil if I hit it, though. What am I trying to draw into? Legion Extruder. Rather not tap this. I think my best bet's to tap the plains. Can I play Ogre? No, I only got 1 red. That sucks. And I screwed up. I should have played the Mirrex later. And then if I draw this, I lose artifact value. Potions. So I could still play the Mirrex. I guess I could have taken the Ogre in hopes that I drew a red source. I feel like I want War Leader's Call before I play the Novice Inspector. I could just go with start pumping stuff out with Mirrex. Alright. That's good.
I hope you're ready to lose. Keep watch for intruders.
War Leader's Call, and then I still take damage no matter what from Novice Inspector. Because I have, yeah, and there's no way around it. All right, let's see if that was all worth the hassle to finally get War Leader's Call down around their counter spells. Good news is, outside of Farewell, there isn't a sweeper that's going to hit War Leader's Call. So now it's just about whether or not we can produce enough tokens to win through War Leader's Call. And our board state is rather favorable. I don't care about the board. I think it's fine to just send it here. You only have 1 red, though, so I think I'm going to play the red source out so that I can unearth the research desk. And we could wait to hit value off of the research desk, because it's better if we had Forge in play. Tap Mirix for this. Alright, that's too bad. Keep playing my lands out before doing the Mishra's Research Desk, so if you're playing this deck, don't make my mistake. We can't channel it out of the exile. You can only do that if it's in hand as an activated ability. Got enough fixing, I think it's okay to take the non-pain land here. And then do I have anything for one that I could draw? I've got Novice Inspectors and Voldaren Epicures and more Mishra's Research Desks. I don't think it's going to be handy to hold up Destroy Evil here. Let's just tap this, pop the clue token. Maybe it was right to just start pumping out stuff with Mirix. We could get rid of Wandering Emperor. I think I want to try to get them dead, though. Oh. I did not think about them destroying my War Leader's Call. After all of that time. Oh, that's too bad.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Not looking good. Not looking good. Got counterspell for my anvil. Yeah. Alright, well, that's cool. Want to pop map tokens or clue tokens? I don't think it really matters at this point. I think Azorius Control got us. Maybe I should have just played into it. I guess we're not dead yet. If we hit on a map token... If I hit here on a map token... Or non-land. If I hit a non-land, make it into a 2/3. Ogre doesn't do anything, because we didn't get the War Leader's whatnot, right? Now... This goes the longer route. I chump block. If they eat my 1/1, then it trades for the Wandering Emperor. If they block my 2/3, then it takes 1 damage. Seems okay. Oh my god, they've just got everything. I mean, that's Azorius Control for you. Damn it. I thought this was going to be the moment that we got to do the combo, and of course we were up against Azorius Control. Oh, this is really appealing. I'm gonna make a Might token so I can sack some map tokens on it. Alright. Hey, Lightning Helix. Sure. I guess the other way that I could have done this is I could have done Lightning Helix to the face and then tried to block here and then Lightning Helix to the face again. and just try to draw the 3 lightning helixes. That seems pretty thin, though. Alright, well, my rules against Azorius still stand. As soon as they Memory Deluge for 7, you can scoop it up.
We've got the edge in this fight.
And that looks like it would be this turn. So we get 1 turn of glory here. Each one of these Myrics is 4, so if I create 2 Might tokens, I can't Lightning Helix. So I guess I'm just creating 1 Might token. Just Lightning Helix here, and then I think we're just dead. I guess I can kill the 4/4. It's nothing. Should have done that sooner, eh? Alright. And then if I attack here, the Wandering Emperor, they go back up to 6. If I attack the Wandering Emperor, delaying the inevitable.
This isn't going to go how you
I guess
think.
this way they go to 8. If they want to sack that, but I don't know. Today, I know this deck has the ability to perform. It just wasn't there for me. I've only got an X amount of hours in the day, right? I do this as a hobby. So, sorry I couldn't do the deck justice,
We
guys.
must protect the people.
It's there. The potential's there. Let's see, 6 cards, they have to have the answer, right? Okay. Intriguing. Oh, wait, could I sacrifice itself? Was that also a mistake? Sacrifice an artifact. Yeah, I could have sacrificed it instead of the might. Alright, well, I'm definitely making mistakes as well. They have manlands? No. Man. I think one of the more frustrating things about Azorius Control is when you have to pass your turn, the end of your turn, like 3 or 4 times in a row. Because your opponent keeps playing one thing and then letting it fully resolve, and then playing one thing and letting it fully resolve. And you're just like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm ready.
Years of training
I've had it.
for this. Let your blade do the talking.
Maybe they just have a handful of counterspells and I can actually win this game off of Myrics. It's a possibility. Because what, I can do Myrics twice a turn? Maybe they were afraid of my last card. Alright, well, I can draw. What would I draw into, though? War Leader's Call? And still make 2 mites a turn. I think I accept losing 1 mite. See, they'd probably flash in another Wandering Emperor. So if they have a Wandering Emperor, do I even want to attack into it? Sure. The answer will probably be sure. I guess I don't want them to have the token. And then I can create a Mirix. Okay, Jace. I'm at 31 cards. So if they double Jace, I have 1 card. That would do it. Not a single 1 card I could draw.
The knowledge we acquired is still valuable.
Okay, Virtue Knowledge. I haven't seen that tech in a little bit, right? Once upon a time, that was the way to do it.
All your hopes and dreams were for nothing. Nothing could be more vulnerable than your memory.
Man, we were actually kind of close to winning this. Maybe a manland would help against this deck, but you always feel close to winning against Azorius control, and you never really are. All right, GG. Tough game, tough day. Small sample size, but didn't quite go the way that I wanted. Thanks for watching, everybody. Funny enough, the one game that I won was against Mono Red. And that's the way it goes sometimes. So this deck was a deck that hit Mythic for somebody else. You might have better luck running it than I did. If you are new here, I like to give honest reviews. I try not to make a deck look better than it actually is. But you kind of get the gist of it, right? It's kind of doing something similar to Boros Convoke, but it's got a little bit of a combo piece that's kind of difficult to assemble. I wasn't able to put it together in the 5 games or whatever that was. But it doesn't mean that you can't. So I hope you enjoyed it. Feedback is always welcome. Love hearing back from you guys. If you have any spicy takes on how to improve the archetype, please feel free to leave a comment. And on Saturday, tomorrow I'll be showcasing the deck that you guys voted here on YouTube. So every week I take one of my meta breakers from Sunday, which are all Mythic decks with above a 60% win rate, and doing kind of a gameplay video like this one. So if you haven't placed your vote yet, the poll has probably just closed as this video is coming out. But you can look for them next week. And then you can check out the video over here on the left is my best of 1, best of 3 meta review. And I do one of those every Monday. So good luck with your matches, climbing the ladder, and take care, everybody.